down in Bar Harbor. Of course, Mark Shields, the head football coach of the MDI Trojans. Coach, I tell you, you've got more MDI clothing than it's hard to tell what you're wearing, but it's always something MDI.
That's funny because some of my friends that don't work here will go on whatever vacation or out to dinner, and they're like, "Let me guess, you have something on that has MDI, an MDI Trojan hat on it." So they're always shocked when I don't. But
Right.
yeah, yeah. Anytime Mr. Dow, I get in that cage of his, you just never know, what might come out. So
You have to look for the formal MDI attire. So when you go out and take your lovely wife out for dinner, you can have the formal attire, but still fit in with the coaching attire.
yeah, I always wear
Um,
my best wind pants when I go out to dinner. So yeah,
right. Well, you can always tell when Coach Shields walks by or Coach Humphrey because they have the switchy pants that make the switch down. Um, Tough loss against I'm trying to remember who we played. Camden Hills on on Friday. It started off, man, oh man, Lincoln Gray, 80-yard touchdown run. Lincoln, I kind of talked about Lincoln playing with a little chip on his shoulder, and boy, didn't he come out there and just electrify everybody with taking that kickoff back to the end zone.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's that's the way you want to start any game. Normally, it's us giving up the kickoff return, but this time it wasn't, which was really nice. And um, so yeah, we got a great start, and that was one of those games that we knew Camden Hills was going to be tough. They're the number one seed. Um, we were very curious to see how we could match up against them. And I thought by the end of the night, we were disappointed we lost, but we felt encouraged that we were definitely able to play with them. And at one point, I thought we might actually win the game. We had the ball with 5 minutes to go, and it was tied up. And then we ended up, or maybe we were down six, I
We
guess.
were
And
down
then we,
six
yeah,
and you're
threw an
moving,
interception.
and I'm thinking, it was funny because Jason Clough was listening and he messaged me after I had called the interception, and he was like, "Holy, you are some disappointed." And I was like, "I thought we were." I When I say we, I mean look, I root for MDI. There's no when MDI plays, when Ellsworth plays, I root for whatever team I'm broadcasting. And I really thought that you guys were going to move that ball down and we're going to score and win.
Yeah, yeah, that was the plan. We're down six, so punch it in, and hopefully no time left for Camden, and get the 2 point conversion and win the game. And yeah, that whole ifs and nuts were ifs and buts were candy and nuts. I guess that was us Friday night. But I told the kids after the game that I was proud of them. They played extremely hard.
Yeah.
We just made some key errors. You can't do that against a good team. Turn a couple big turnovers that hurt us, a couple penalties that hurt us, and you just can't do it if you're going to win. A big game like that. So things will definitely have to clean up this week. But I just told the kids that this is encouraging, and who knows how the season will play out, but you might get another crack at Camden Hills. We'll see. So, keep your head up, and let's just keep working hard and getting better.
Before we go on, we've got to give a huge shout out to Elias Byrne and his wife with the birth of their baby.
Yeah. So Elias and Jasmine Byrne, right? They had a baby boy, and Elias is doing what he needs to do. That's what he did all week, and being a good dad, good father, like he should, and a good husband. So he was away, but I've been told he'll be back this week. Yeah, I got a text over the weekend. I'll be there on Tuesday, Coach, and I said I'll see you in November. So we'll see how
I,
this plays out. But he thinks he's going to be back on the field this week.
I was at the MDI hospital health fair with Elias's mom, who showed me a picture of the baby. It was very, very cute. And Elias was saying, look, Mom, you're going to be around, right? And she's like, yeah. Well, he said, I've got a football game on Friday night. And I mean, if looks could kill, um, she was like, you know, you are a police officer, you are a former Marine, but if I see you on that field, I mean, he was going to bear the wrath of Mama,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
No, I wasn't
yeah,
putting up with that. Yeah, yeah. So he made the right choice. He was hinting he might show up Friday night, and I said, "No, as your boss, you are staying home. I don't want to see you up here." And we received plenty of texts throughout the night, uh, from Coach. So he was definitely watching the game, and thought that he needed to help us. So we got some, some advice along the way. Uh, but yeah, so congratulations to them, and this. I told him, I said, you're going to find being a dad's one of the best jobs you'll ever do. So.
right.
So make the most of it and enjoy
Yes,
it.
exactly, exactly. So now all the attention turns to Yarmouth, and we've got a long trip down Friday night. And I'm trying to. I know that they used to be the Clippers at one point, but I think there's something else now.
I feel like they're still the Clippers, but
Okay, you
um, we
talk a
could
little bit about the
research that.
week and um, what what are your plans?
Yep. So today being Monday, our JV team, they're not actually playing today. They were going to go down to Camden, but that didn't work out. So um, we'll put them in the weight room to start practice, and then the varsity will go and look at game film from the Camden Hills game, and then look at game film on Yarmouth. Our JV guys are going to lift. They'll go out on the practice field. They're going to be running through some offense because they haven't run through it for a while together. And then they'll play a little two-hand touch and wrap up their practice. And then Tuesday will be our first work day, and we'll be getting ready, for Yarmouth. And they're going to be a handful. They're number 2 in the South, but they have the same record as the number 1 team, Mount Ararat. They've only lost one game, and looking on tape, they're a complete team, no doubt about it. They got big linemen up front, big backs, big receivers. So they're having a great year down there. They just came off a win against Waterville this past weekend. So they're going to be
A
a handful.
substantial win.
Yeah, that was a score that was 70 to whatever it was. That one was a bit of a head scratcher to me. But I'll keep my personal opinions to myself on that one. But
Although it looks, I'll tell you the way, excuse me, the way the MDI Camden Hills game started, I thought we were going up into the 70s. I mean, with both teams scoring repeatedly.
right, so we take the opening kickoff to the house, get the 2-point conversion. They come right down and score. So it was kind of back and forth, and finally the defense was settled in a little bit on both sides, and then it became more of a game. But yeah, I thought we were going to be up in the 50s.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Yarmouth is still the Clippers, or they are still the Clippers. Maybe it was, I don't know, somebody else that had changed names, but I think did we go down to Yarmouth the last couple of years? I can't remember.
Yep, we
Yeah,
have. They've never been to us. We were down there. Let's see. We were down there last year for sure.
yeah,
We were down there 3 years ago when Aiden Grant and that crew, they were seniors. Maybe they came to us 2 years ago. I
I
can't
can't
remember,
remember.
but
Yeah,
maybe we just didn't play them that year. I can't remember, but yeah, they have turf down there. Um, they have a beautiful facility, and it's a beautiful school. So
yeah. All right. Well, what time will you leave on Friday? I mean, it's going to be a one o'clock leave type. deal?
Yeah, I think I saw on the bus schedule maybe 1:30, but it's a
Yeah.
6 o'clock kickoff, which I'm
Oh,
glad
okay.
about that. At
Oh,
least
I
that gets us
didn't,
home.
maybe I didn't know that. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock. I'll
Yep.
have to make sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that hour will make a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the difference between getting home at 1 a.m. and midnight. So,
You'll always want to try and get home before tomorrow. I mean, that's,
yeah.
that's always my goal is that when I'm on the road is be home before it becomes tomorrow. And yeah, that will help a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we will talk on Thursday and as you get ready, you're gonna have to contend with a little bit of rain, but this week. But that field obviously in great shape. I mean, it is probably dying for a little rain.
Yeah, I think it's going to soak it right up. It's definitely pretty brown up there right now.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Have a good week. We will talk to you on Thursday as we do again. And thanks for taking the time for the Coaches Show again. Always brought to us and everyone by Allen Insurance and Financial in Southwest Harbor. Coach, thanks so much.
All right, Chris, thank you.